at the end of the road today with this process in terms of the changeover from KRN 1 to KRN 2. Although we said that we still continue assisting customers, but remember today what will happen at 8:15 p.m. if these meters, the software of these prepaid meters will expire. But what that means is that the software, I mean, in as much as it expires, but the credit that is in your meter as a customer will still assist you in terms of keeping your electricity on. So up until your units in your meter, or your credit units in your meter runs out, if you have not updated your meter, then it will the supply will turn off, and you won't be able to update to recharge your meter if you haven't updated your meter. So what we have done, and as we're sitting today, we're sitting at about 5.48 million customers that have converted their meters to KRN2, which is about 80% of our customers now have converted and are transacting, not just converted, but they're transacting already on KRN2. So we are still left with about 1.4 million that we are these are the customers that we said mostly are zero buyers, and we still need to attend to them and assist them. As we said, that we will assist them throughout the weeks to come.
Mm-hmm. And Daphne, we're hearing allegations of the sale of tokens as well as electricity meter boxes that are actually not accredited by the power utility, by some people who are actually approaching some of your customers in some of the queues. What have you heard so far, and how are you dealing with this situation?
So we have heard about these criminals that are, trying to sell these. So it's two types of criminals. There are those that are trying to sell meters to our customers while they are in the queues, and there are those that are trying to sell the tokens to the queues. So we just are letting customers, because remember, all the time that we've been communicating about this program, we've been saying that it doesn't cost a cent for the customer to actually convert or update his or her own meter. So these criminals, we are also encouraging customers that if they approach them, these customers must actually notify us or notify the nearest police station, because these people are criminals, and if they know them, then we can still notify the police, and we can still, if they know where they stay, for an example, we can still pursue them so that they get arrested, because we suspect that these are part of those criminals that are selling illegal tokens, and they can also see that their time is running out, because after today at 8:15, they won't, those meters won't be able to accept any of those credit tokens. So I think, as I said, that the customers need to notify us, but I think we leave this to our customers to say, don't buy from these people are illegal, and hence we have been saying to customers, buy from legal vendors. We've got about 52,000 legal vendors out there, and you rather go to those legal vendors and buy electricity. And if, for an example, you don't know or you don't have access to our website to actually access these legal vendors that we have on our website, you can still go to your ShopRites, your Pick n Pays, your Boxers, your USave, and all the other filling stations that are selling these tokens. Don't waste your money on buying those tokens, because you lose money. Instead, rather spend that money to go and to a legal outlet and buy legal tokens.
Thank you for clarifying that, Daphne, because we were interviewing some of the customers on the queues there. They were saying they were actually being asked to pay 300 Rand for recoding and then 450 Rand for these new tokens. So if you can just clarify there, you've just said this process is absolutely free to recode.
This process is absolutely free. And we've been saying this, that the customers must actually be alert of these criminals because we know that these criminals will target our unsuspecting customers. But hence we informed customers that this is a process that shouldn't be costing them a cent. And that is why when they see them, they need to notify the police or notify us, or even if there's police around, because we know that SAPS has been supporting us, in all our sites. They can just inform any policeman that is in the vicinity.
All right, Daphne. And in closing, very quickly, all right, now, looking at the broader entire process, are you able to tell us what the cost implications of the system upgrade actually are on the utilities balance sheet? I'm asking this, Daphne, because the question then arises of the current cost constraints on the power utility, with debt being the most pressing challenge. So one has to wonder how the cost of this migration will actually be recovered. You're saying it's free for customers, but should consumers brace themselves for possible surcharges in the midst of all the proposed tariff hikes in the future?
Look, not necessarily, because we had to on our systems, just make sure that our systems can create these tokens. And besides, if we didn't do that project or this process, these meters were going to expire today, and customers wouldn't be able to buy, because whatever that they would have bought wouldn't have been accepted or would not be accepted by their meters. So we would have lost those sales that would have come through from our customers, and besides that, would also have will have inconvenienced our customers, because if you can't you can't recharge your meter, it means that you will stay in the dark. So I think this is a win-win situation. It is not something that one should see it as an inconvenience or something that would cost the Eskom to an extent that it will cost the taxpayer. But as I said, that would have lost on sales because customers wouldn't have been able to recharge. And besides, the biggest thing that would have lost is our customers, trust, because then customers will be on in darkness. And as you know, that in as far as load shedding, we have suspended load shedding for more than 200 days or 242 days. So it will just be said that while we have this electricity and customers are unable to use this electricity that we have with load shedding being suspended.
Daphne, thank you so much for talking to us this afternoon and, of course, providing some much-needed clarity as, your deadline looms this evening. Eskom spokesperson there, Ms. Daphne Mokwena.